High Plains Sports Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the High Plains Huddle, powered by HPSN, where moments become memory. We're also proudly sponsored by Plains Dairy, L4 Media, and Warrior Garden Studios. I'm Chris Welch, along with Julian Reese. Welcome back, by the way.
Oh,
that was close, man.
It was close. It was close.
So we're excited to get this underway today. We've also, later in the segment, you'll see interviews with Reid Macon from West Plains, along with Darien Lewis from Palo Duro. I had a real good sit down with them. Sorry you couldn't make it. Julian's plane was running late. Had to get those guys out of here. But that was a great conversation. You'll see that a little bit later. What a weekend in football for us in the Panhandle.
Some real good football. West Plains extends its dominance, 15 straight district wins, and their offense started to continue its course, and the defense was real physical this week. So,
who did you pick last week?
I picked West Plains. No, I didn't. I picked Randall. I didn't think it was going to be like that. Randall showed some the last couple weeks, and they had a shutout with Hereford. I thought that it was going to be about the same, but I did pick Randall, and West Plains said, yeah, it's a good thing I guess I wasn't here with Reid.
Yeah. We might have told him that you picked them.
So I know he's going to message me later, or Deuce.
Yeah, that was good. Well, I'll tell you what, Shallowater and Bushland, another instant classic there with that game. But it started from the beginning. Bushland kicks off, and they run it 87 yards back for a touchdown. That's how the game started. And pretty well, Shallowater stayed 1 to 2 touchdowns ahead. Most of that game, Bushland battled back, had a chance to win the game with about a 40-yard field goal roughly, and it was missed wide left. But Bushland continues to struggle, but Shallowater looking pretty strong, and so is Dalhart in that district.
And I think this might help Bushland get pushed over the edge, though. You know, these close games coming to this point where they can see, okay, well, we can compete now with Shallowater if it comes down to it. So it may make a turn once you get to the playoffs.
We'll find out.
We shall find out. But Palo Duro is on 7 straight. Don't believe I would know when the last time that happened. Not only are there 7 straight, but they also clinched a playoff berth and a home playoff game. So
your son
that's going to be awesome.
Your son had a great game.
He had a great second half.
Okay.
He had a great second half. No, he
here
played
comes
real
Dad
well.
into play, right?
He played real well. But my nephew, EJ, he scored the first touchdown, 60-yard little end around, and he got us started jumping over the defenders and running, using his speed and getting to the end zone. We scored on the first play. Didn't score again offensively to that second half. So it was cool to watch. And then Deuce did. He played real well.
Well,
Darien had a big game in that game as well too, offensively.
Yep, he's down there as one of our key performers here in a little bit too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was exciting. Well, let's look at some other scores. So in 5A, Emerald High 79, Lubbock Coronado 6.
Jude had a day. 6 touchdowns.
They played on Thursday, didn't they?
He had down there in Lubbock. Jude had 6 touchdowns, over 300 some yards by himself.
Didn't he have 5 in the first half?
5 in the first half. So he was a one-man wrecking crew. Deuce Hayden Patterson, freshman sensation there, cornerback, got his first interception, tiptoeing on the sideline. So it was a great game for Amarillo ISD.
Abilene High though takes out Tascosa 24-6.
Colton got hurt in that game, so it went a little lopsided. It didn't get away too much, but when Colton got hurt, things kind of changed a little bit. But yeah, Abilene got the better of Tascosa this weekend.
Well, tell us a little bit about those 4A games.
Well, we got West Plains 62-13. I picked Randall. I thought it was going to be a little closer, and I think they probably heard I picked Randall, so they took it out on Randall.
Well,
62-13. Dumas Canyon. I picked Canyon.
I picked Dumas.
I picked Canyon. Dumas came in, and they beat Canyon, which was, I guess, Colton had a chip on his shoulder as well. But they came in and dominated. They dominated from the start of the game in that game.
Yeah, so Dumas looking strong again. I think, they've got the one loss now, right?
But got the one loss. And that one loss was a tough loss at the end of the game. So
yeah. So I think that one loss kind of got them going.
It sparked them a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Well, 3A, we already talked about Bushland and dropping by 2 to Shallow Water, and Dalhart 48-14 over River Road took care of business there as well.
Because Joey got them on the road, they are rolling in Dalhart, putting on some good points as well.
And I believe he also gets the winningest. He has the winningest record or winningest most wins as a head coach there at Dalhart as well.
Yep, and then Panhandle putting up arena football numbers, 77 against Sunray. I guess they didn't like what happened last week either. And then West Texas, they are a legit team. They are a legit team, and they're making a statement known, putting 36 and having a shutout against Fritz. So,
and I believe the Panhandle coach also reached most wins
as a head coach there. Yep.
So two big things there as well. Well, some of those key performers we'll talk a little bit about. Slade Russell over at West Plains and Jinx Phillips at West Plains just continue to be standout players for them as well. But even Avon, the quarterback for Bushland, while in a loss, he still went 23 of 30 for 259 yards and 4 touchdowns.
That's super impressive. 23 for 30. That's pretty good. A young quarterback doing that. So in his first year, basically, that's pretty impressive. But how about King?
10 receptions for 112 yards,
2 touchdowns, and that big interception.
Okay, so we really need to find the highlight. I can probably get it from my replays, but on one of his touchdowns, and this was one that we needed to score pretty quick to get back in this ball game. Avon throws it to the middle receiver. King is the deep receiver. It gets tipped.
One of those.
Forward. King gets it and runs it. He's wide open, and then he runs it on him. it was a tip drill. It almost looked like
concentration drill.
Yeah, it almost looked like the volleyball. When you're setting somebody up, that's about what it looked like. So that was quite the TD for him.
That's pretty impressive. Darien had a big game, like I said earlier, with PD. He had 5 receptions, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns came on a scramble from Deuce, and Darien kept running, and they just did the scramble drill. He laid it out there. He ran up under it and ran it in for a touchdown. So that was pretty impressive. Then you had Raymond Johnson, another big game. He had 109. I think he had a little bit more, but 2 touchdowns, very explosive. He's starting to finally find his role, and he's rolling right now. Then Deuce came up. He's actually was 253 yards.
Yeah,
passing.
I think we got the stats wrong there.
Yeah, 250 yards passing. He threw for 4 touchdowns, and he ran for another one. So he had a big day, big second half.
Wow.
He had some. He had somebody talk to him on the sideline right before he came back in. It was pretty. I don't know what they said to him, but it sparked something.
Wasn't you?
I don't know who it was.
Well, Trussler over there at Dalhart, 313 total yards and 5 touchdowns. He continues to be the heartbeat of that offense.
He's playing really, really well. When your quarterback's playing well, your team's going to normally roll with him. And he's playing well, and he's doing a good job. So I'm excited for them.
Turner, the Canyons running back, 165 yards and 3 touchdowns. Canyons quarterback at 172 yards, touchdown.
9 for 12. The efficiency with a lot of these quarterbacks is really impressive. Like I said, it's pretty key.
Yeah.
Possibly because of 7-on-7. That's the one benefit of 7-on-7. You get multiple throws, get to learn how to be more accurate, and your receivers, timing, all those things come into play. So it's really showing a lot of the stats from the quarterbacks this year. It's not real lopsided 5 for 30 and all that thing. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, and so last quarterback there, Robinson over there at Panhandle, 266 yards, 7 touchdowns, 5 passing, 2 rushing. Yeah, crazy. So when did 7-on-7 kind of start to get more? Is it really picked up the last few years?
It's picked up the last, I would say, 2 years. It's picked up a lot more. And then also the high schools now in the last year or so are really getting involved in it, the actual schools.
Okay.
7-on-7 is a great tool when used right. It gets abused just like AAU. So we kind of stay away from it. I stay away from it a lot. But only when it's in like a high school setting. The college coaches like it then. They like it more in a high school setting because they're high school kids. They're not making these makeshift teams just to win, but you're able to use. Like we went to state this year for the first time, and we were able to use Coach Mims use his actual play calling, some things that he wants to see in the season, and like real plays, or not just concepts that he want to put together and work with and all that. And you can see that from the maturity of what Deuce is doing and those receivers are doing together. But then you get some coaches that just say, have 18 breaks this way, run this way, and little plays just to score or get first downs. But you want to be able to.
It's not building.
It's not building anything. You want to be able to build for it. And college campuses will not let just 7-on-7 teams come on their campus. When they have them, you have to be a high school team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, you have to be a high school team. So you can't just show up with a 7-on-7 team to their big elite camps anymore. They want to see actual high school kids that they can basically watch, scout, and do all that. So.
Wow, that's interesting.
Don't forget about Caprock. Caprock got a win this week.
All right, Caprock did get a win
this week. They got two under their belt. So shout out to Caprock as well.
All right. Well, volleyball real quick. Canyon and Randall doing great there. In fact, the West Plains Lady Wolves actually swept Canyon yesterday.
Wow.
In 3 sets. And so they earned their district champions. There'll be a share of district championship with Randall. So now what happens is all 3 Canyon teams are going. Randall will take postseason as the number 1 seed in Class 8 4A Division 2, while Canyon will hold the number 2 seed, and West Plains will move up and take that 4A Division 1 spot and represent them there because they'll split at the playoffs now.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. Amarillo High and Bushland still very much in control, and we're going to have a guest on next week from Amarillo High.
We are. We're going to have Coach Burns. She is right now the MVP of coaching in this area, and what she's doing at Amarillo High is so impressive, and we're going to have her on to talk about what she is doing and how she get there.
All right. Well, let's jump into predictions. I don't know. I'm not keeping score yet, but I think I'm winning this prediction.
No.
We're going to have to go back and watch episodes and get a tally
We're
mark.
going to see.
All right. So, die hard at Bushland.
Got to go Bushland.
Yeah, I got to go Bushland as well. I think it's going to be a really good football game.
It's going to be close. I think it's going to be low scoring. I don't think it's going to be a big, high scoring game. But when I say not high scoring, I don't think it's going to be over 30s and all that. But
I predicted 35-28 last week against Bushland. It was 28-26. That was pretty close.
Yeah.
Dumas at West Plains.
West Plains.
I take West Plains, but
I take West Plains by double digits.
I would agree with that. I think it's going to be a high scoring game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a high scoring game offensively for both of them.
Yeah, same.
They're going to have to contain Colton, and I don't know if West Plains can contain a true mobile quarterback like Colton.
That will be a big test for them for sure. Hereford at Canyon.
Canyon.
I take Canyon. PD at Legacy.
PD,
of course. I think they'll kill them. Amarillo High at Lubbock.
Amarillo
High, agreed. Tascosa at Caprock.
Depends if Colton's playing.
Really good.
I'm being out. It depends if Colton's playing.
You think Caprock gives them a game?
I think Caprock gives them a game if Colton's not playing.
Okay.
Colton is the heart and soul of that offense. He's that kid at the quarterback. And
yeah.
I haven't seen anyone else really play it. So
yeah,
their defense will hold Caprock. But
can they produce enough offense?
Yes, that's gonna be my big without Colton at quarterback.
Okay. Randall at Pampa.
Ooh.
I'll take Randall.
I'm gonna take Randall. Randall. What confidence, Randall?
Do what?
What confidence, Randall?
Okay. With confidence. By the way, we are both drinking the butter pecan. Well, welcome to the part where we get to talk to some area players. And this week, we've got Reid Macon from West Plains on. He's their quarterback. And we've got Darien Lewis on from Palo Duro, who plays wide receiver and safety. So, guys, excited to have you. Thanks for joining us today.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right. Well, Reid, since you're right here to my right, let me start with you. You've kind of been under center with West Plains now for 4 years. You came in against Bushland, and I remember that game very well. But how has that journey kind of shaped you to where you are today from a leadership?
I think it's more just about the coaches who are around me and who help kind of shape me to who I am today. Without them, I don't think we'd be anywhere close to what we'd be. And not just me, but as a team in a whole. I think that also credit to my teammates. They do an outstanding job. And it helps because everybody's bought in. And it helps when it's easy to be a leader when everybody wants to go the same direction.
So it's been quite a journey for West Plains as well. And I guess you could say you've been their only starting quarterback for 4 years. Well, considering they just started that year
Yes,
as well as
sir.
the first team. So, Darien, not only do you play football, you're a pretty good wrestler too, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
Been wrestling ever since I was a little kid, and it just always stuck around. And I'm a competitor at heart, so it's easy to be good at that sport.
How does that mindset from wrestling kind of translate into Friday night or Thursday nights, depending on which one you're playing?
It just translates in a way of like a winning mindset. Nobody never wants to lose.
Yeah. So you're a state champion in wrestling, is that correct?
That's correct.
How does that help you kind of push that team to say, hey, been there, different sport, but help that motivate that team as a team?
It helps motivate the team because they seen I won state championship, and that's goals that we had set all year. When I first came to Palo Duro, so it just motivates them. Like he won one, let's win all together.
Okay. So for both of you, what's one thing maybe the fans don't understand about your team's identity? Maybe something they don't see. They'll start with you.
I think they don't see like the hard work and the dedication that goes on in practice or behind the scenes in film. I think that it's hard. It's easy to see like the good things that happen on the field and the bad things also, but they don't see the dedication and the hard work that's put in off the field and behind the scenes.
Okay. What about you, Darien?
To be honest, what Reid said, they don't see the hard work and all that thing, but furthermore, they don't see brotherhood we have. They don't see the connection we have off and on the field. Those are my guys for life.
So both of y'all have had some close games. Early loss for PD. Y'all had a tough loss against, was it Liberty?
Yes, sir.
Right? How do those losses, Reid, I'll start with you. How does those losses kind of help the team? A lot of people look at that and go, oh, well, that kind of hurts your record. But how does that help you now as that momentum builds towards the playoffs? Both of y'all are headed there no matter what. How does that help the team come together?
I think like Argyle was they're a playoff type caliber team, and I think that having an early loss like that kind of shows where we are in the season and where we need to be going into the postseason. I think that kind of building that team chemistry and knowing that we're not all high and mighty, that there's always teams that have a target on our back and they want to beat us. And so I feel like that game just kind of brought us closer to help realize where we are and where we need to go.
Okay. Darien?
I feel like the loss at Ghost was we kind of went in thinking, no Amarillo team, no team around here could stick with us. We got too many D1 guys, we got too much talent, but that wasn't the case. So, since that game, we figured we got to come and play every game. Lose to any team on any given Friday, any given Thursday.
As all teams love to say, let's just take care of this week. Take care of this week. How do you keep the teams as senior leaders, both you senior leaders, and I know y'all lost quite a bit last year. Y'all have got a lot of young players on PD, a lot of juniors, a lot of sophomores. How do you, from a leadership perspective, how do you keep that group focused? They don't look too far ahead.
I think it's more of just like one step at a time, 1% better. We always say that at West Plains is 1% better every day. And whether that's at practice or in film sessions, so we want to get better and we want to learn from our mistakes. And I think if we focus on those little details day in and day out, that'll translate into the game.
Yeah. At Palo Duro, we believe the practices is how you play. So, whether it be a Saturday practice or a Monday practice, you got to make sure we walked in for that walkthrough. And then Thursday before the game, got to make sure everything is sharp and crisp. We're ready to play and take the field.
Darien, you've committed to North Carolina. What was that process for you to commit? That's a big program to commit to.
That process was a long process. It was kind of tiring too. It was just making sure I knew what team had my best interest at heart. What team could I trust for more than football, for a degree purpose, for a life purpose, and I feel like North Carolina got my best interest at heart.
You gonna try to wrestle too?
Yes, sir. It's been a little talks about it. Been a little talk.
Good. Reid, I know you've got several in there, but how's that process going for you?
I mean, it's good. It's like every kid's dream is to go play at the next level, whether that be from junior high to high school, from high school to college, and then from college to the NFL. I mean, that's like whiteboard material, and I think that's a special process for a lot of kids. Especially, I'm extremely blessed to have opportunities to go play, and I'm excited to see where it takes me.
Keeping them all open right now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, so two fun things. So the first thing I'll ask is if you break a long one, what's your celebration? What do you do?
I've said it before, but I got to go to take me through there. Take me through there.
Okay.
I like it. I like more just kind of handshakes with the teammates, or Keegan, he'll like throw me up in the air. I like that. That one's pretty fun.
Okay. Well, good. Now the second part. Now we had Julie and I got to do our honest reaction. So you two, Plains Dairy just came out with this butter pecan. I scored some more just a minute ago. I didn't think I was going to be able to get some at that store, but I did. So, you guys had any of this yet?
No, sir.
All right. So this will be your first try. All right. Each of you grab a cup. Give me your honest assessment of Plains Dairy butter pecan milk.
I mean, I kind of like it, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be like that.
Really sweet.
Really sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better pecan taste to it.
All right.
I like it.
There you go. Kind of surprised. Well, he went back for second, so there you go. That's always good. He needs a second taste after he got it on his palate.
Yeah, that's definitely, it'll be good with a cookie.
Well, I got cookies up there for you guys, too. Hey, well, Reid and Darien, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. You guys are really leading your teams well this year. I can say that. I've watched enough film to see that happen. And so I just want to encourage you, keep leading well. Keep that group, you guys stay grounded. Keep the most important thing, and I think you know exactly what that is. So I appreciate y'all joining us. Best of luck to West Plains and to Palo Duro. And as you go forward, best of luck in your college careers. So thanks for joining me.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Sir, thank you for having us.
Because it's really good.
Yes, I'm making French toast tomorrow with this.
What time?
French toast in the morning with that.
Well, let's talk a little bit about college. I don't have it up in front of me. But I will say this. I thoroughly enjoyed watching my Aggies last night. Not the first half, but the third quarter was a blast to watch. I don't know what Elko said to them at halftime.
Well, whatever it was,
he needs to make sure he says it every time because they came out and they look like a completely different team and just dominated LSU.
There was nothing else you could do with them. Nothing.
Oh, I know one thing we need to mention though. How about West Texas A&M ladies going down and beating Arizona in an exhibition game?
Yeah, and they were shocked. They were so shocked. The crowd, everyone. Arizona had a time where they got the rebound off a free throw, I think it was. They came back down, tried to get a score, missed off the bucket, and WT came in there and got them a win.
How about that?
Hopefully that sparks some. I would believe that some of those girls, maybe ladies, get looked at from that coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great way to show up.
Mm-hmm.
There, right?
Right there early, they thought it was just going to be probably a walk in the park. UCLA.
Woo, 56-6.
All I do is win. Google me. He said, Google me. Everything he wears, Signetti, he's a winner. So my nephew had a pretty good game again, kind of quiet, but they came in and they showed that they are a dominant team. So I'm just waiting for that Ohio State Indiana game.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yep.
Alabama sneaks by South Carolina,
and by is really sneak by. We watched that game, and the restaurant went kind of wild because somebody on the inside was messing with the TV, and the two TVs connected, and it came down to that 1 minute, and I thought it was going to erupt over there. But man, the defensive line is really what showed up on both teams in that fourth quarter.
Yeah. Oregon, it looks close, but I mean, it's 21-7, but Wisconsin didn't get that 7 till very end, but still closer because that's an unranked Wisconsin that they were playing.
Right. What about Cincinnati demolishing Baylor?
What's up with that?
I couldn't see it. Sawyer, their quarterback for Baylor, he's Lubbock Coronado from this area. He was in the Heisman watch as well. But Cincinnati's defense is playing real well. Again, Tatum Barnes from Tascosa High School. He's a starter there at cornerback, having a pretty good season, and they just dominated from the beginning to the end.
Texas Tech comes roaring back.
Texas Tech goose eggs Oklahoma State. I wonder what.
Would you have thought that?
No, not what. I would have thought that if Gundy was there.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Definitely.
I still think that was a premature decision.
Agreed with that. Louisville snuck by Boston College 38-24. I thought that was a little bit closer than I would have thought. and the other one would be Texas squeaking out a win against Mississippi State.
Texas squeaking out a win. Arch gets knocked out, I believe, in that overtime game. He got out, and then they came in and did some things. But
Was that a touchdown? Did you see the replay of that?
No, I didn't. I didn't get to
Go back
see
and
it.
watch it. That touchdown that he throws in the corner, it looked like his foot was up. I don't know. Go watch it. You'll see it on the replay. We'll see. I don't think it's a touchdown. Houston upsets Arizona State 24-16.
And Arizona State came out strong, but Houston was a little bit stronger in that game. Michigan battle of the Michiganers. Michigan State lost. That's my sister alma mater. She started as a point guard at Michigan State. So, but Michigan took them down. They're starting to get a little on a roll. And BYU, again, that game, Iowa State started off strong, and BYU came back, and they're just playing really good football the last 3 years.
Oh, last one. How about Memphis knocking out South Florida 34-31? Wow. Wouldn't have guessed that one either.
Never guessed that. Thought South Florida was going to win. They came out, were winning primarily the whole game. And
yeah, they got.
Belichick's having a tough time right now.
I don't know how much he's liking college football.
He's squeaking by. but look what's going on. They're close games. Next year is going to be a Belichick year.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. All expectations we put in place, and it'll be done right. But we can't skip over Colorado getting blown out.
Oh my God.
I thought they were going to get goose egg. I was like, man, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
But they only scored 7 points, gave up 1,000. I know Dion's not too happy. Coach Prime's not too happy right now.
That's unfortunate. Well, thanks for joining us this week on this episode of the High Plains Huddle. We're excited as we start rolling into the playoffs here before pretty soon. 2 more weeks, and we're going to be here. Playoffs. Playoffs are here. 1 more week, actually. I guess 2 weeks.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks. Got 2 weeks, and then playoffs get kicked off. So we have we have a lot of teams in this area, and I made a statement last week. I want to talk about it about supporting your area teams. We are not a big area. So it's so important to support your area teams, whether it's Bushland, we're only 15 minutes away.
Yep.
If they're playing at home and we don't have a game, we should be packing out Bushland because other areas are coming in here to try to play us. Whether it's Canyon, West Plains, Amarillo schools, we all need to support because they think our area is not good, but we have kids going D1, we have kids doing this, but to get the people to see us, we got to show up so that they can.
Yeah, that is for sure. Let's support positively, right? Always support from a positive perspective and support these athletes, support these coaches because they put in a lot of hours and a lot of work. These bands do
a lot of headaches.
The band puts in a lot of hours.
Yeah.
Amarillo, the volleyball puts in a lot of hours. I mean, support these teams. Go out instead of going out to eat. Go out and see a game.
Yeah, get your hot dog at the game.
Get your hot dog at the game. There's lots going on. So, well, thanks for joining us this week, Julian. Glad you made it back in time to get the show done. And also really enjoyed getting to meet Darien this week and Reid. I've never met either of them. Called a few Reid games, so it was good to actually meet them in person. But I definitely enjoyed that as well. So thanks for joining us this week, and we'll be back next week with all the action. HPSN, where moments become memories. Thanks to Plains Dairy. Love the milk. Also, thanks to L4 Media, really pushing out our broadcast across the state of Texas. What a great partner they are as well. And for Warrior Garden Studios, who make all this possible. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.